And your point was that it was valid that they...
It was very valid. It was proven. The people donated the award to Greenpeace at the end of it all. I'm not a proponent of them, and I guess they do pretty good work. Anyway, the award was $140,000 and for their discovery, and the U.S. military said, no, you can't do this. Now they're working with Cold Fusion in Japan. The information is forbidden to be told the public of the United States. Once again, we're treated as babies and children by a federal government structure and told that and lied to and saying that this is a bunch of hyperbole. I'll tell you folks, if we don't do some serious changing and talking in groups, maybe in small groups like I'm doing, maybe not coming, have to come clean and come out of the woodwork, so to speak. But you have to talk in groups of what you learn. And if you do this, word of mouth is a wonderful thing. And from that, we might be able to continue and have our freedoms that we so aptly take for granted in these wonderful United States. And I've been in over 70 countries. I've never found another country as beautiful as the United States.
Well, Einstein, shortly after the first bombs went off, said that...
Now we're going to have the question and answer period. And
when it came to nuclear, you can find all this other. It's got to be discussed in every village squares. That was 50 years ago.
Question and answers, folks. You got them? Let's hear them.
I was reading in that underground book, that I purchased a couple of days
Richard
ago.
Sauter book.
Yeah, and he was talking about, I've been interested in the underground railroad system ever since I heard Mel Bailey talk about it about 3 years ago.
I helped build the tunnel.
But in the book, they don't tell anything about the newer drills that build the tunnels.
There are no drills.
There's no drills.
No drills.
It's a nuclear boring machine.
It's a nuclear boring
It melts
machine
its way through the
that
rock.
literally melts or deflagrates the rock and to an extremely fine powder, melts it, and sticks it on the walls.
But he said in the book that he didn't know if they had ever went ahead and made that machine.
Well, the machine's existing, but I can tell you even who Krupp of West Germany made the machine.
He had no pictures of the later of that machine. What he had was more of the obsolete machines.
Even obsolete equipment can drill up to 7 miles a day. And we've been lied to when they say a quarter of a mile a day.
Even through solid rock?
Even through solid rock. Yes, sir.
7 miles a day.
Even if they have to take the material out and haul it away?
There's nothing to take out.
Here's nothing to take out to speak of. It's all vaporized. Here's another piece of titanium metal mixed with alien elements. Very hard material. Doesn't break. And it's used in all of the black jets, stealth aircraft.
Why was the big mercury mines that were found by Las Vegas, why were they confiscated?
They run very deep, for one thing. They were used for everything from atomic waste disposal to putting bad news aliens and making a little jail out of it, I guess, if you wanted to call it that. It's a good way of, once again, hiding the problem from the public.
So it's tied into the underground system where the mines were?
Absolutely.
Where were they by? They were outside of Las Vegas, I've heard.
They're over near Mercury, Nevada.
You were talking about 129 of the underground bases and about half of them being used to house the aliens. What are the other half used
The other half are used strategically by different military organizations, mostly Army and Air Force and Navy, for research and development laboratories predominantly, and also medical research and development laboratories and chemical weapon laboratories. Once again, these bases have been built unceasingly day and night since 1940. And if you were to add up all the bases, all the cost of all the bases, it's pretty close to $2 quadrillion.
How can they keep this so the public so uninformed,
Well, it's pretty
especially
easy.
the people that live around the areas?
It's pretty easy to keep it away from the public. They've done a real good job of it, with the exception of people like myself that come out of the woodwork. So to speak, the public believes the lie, the big lie. Of course, you know the old adage about lies is you have to keep telling them to keep, and then you get to a point in time where you believe them to such a degree that you become part of the lie. You live the lie.
Is this where they do their cloning?
Supposedly. A lot of these things are horrific beyond degree. Traumatic events that I went through caused me to get professionally taken care of at Bethesda Naval Hospital, among other places. And that gave me something like battle stress or delayed stress syndrome. I learned to slowly work my way out of that. It was not easy.
What's going on in Weld County, Colorado with them having a lot of changes and also having the most cattle mutilations in the whole world?
Cattle mutilations are government-sponsored alien operations and have been since they were first started in 1967. Actually, they were probably going on much earlier. And the upshot of that was the glandulars, we allow the aliens to extract glandular secretions from animals, mixing them with their own. In exchange, we'll give them plutonium products for their drive, for their spaceship drives, among making alien elements for them, and they give us the biological weapons. Isn't that a nice, horrible scenario? So this kind of stuff is bad news indeed. By the way, being a U.S. citizen in good standing, I can't stand it anymore. I think we can do better. And if our government officials will not keep, in other words, if they keep telling us the big lie, keep reporting the big lie, I think it's time we not only vote them out, we demand them out. We impeach them out. And if we can't do that, I advocate just what our founding fathers say. Federal government structure out of control is totalitarian slavery. And we must vigorously fight them out. And of course, the trouble is with revolutions, folks, you always end up killing your own people. And I don't advocate the overthrow of my government. But right now, my government is not in touch with me, or you, or anybody else. And it's kind of mood after that.
What again was the number of estimated alien downed craft?
Pretty close to 800,000 all total. As we speak, the Russians are shooting down 2 a day per province within motherland Russia. The Southern Hemisphere, 6 per day. The United States, 1 per day. And Europe, 1 per day. It's a full-scale invasion. just because you don't see them over the White House